On here on 2K. Sports can't wait to get some NBA action. Conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one bad, and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Got the Pirtle up there with Barnes. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's quickly in at the 1.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Bridges outside. Pass to Claxton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Toronto with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. For 3, Barrett sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
Here's Schroeder after the Raptors pick up 2. Picked by Finney-Smith. Bridges passes to Schroeder. Down low. Here's Claxton. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Bridges passes to Claxton.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Quickly against Schroeder. Passes it to Pirtle. Bridges with the steal. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Quickly kicks to Pirtle. Schroeder against Quickly. Back to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now here's Schroeder. The pass to Claxton. For 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Barrett. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. There's the drive, and Barrett slams it in.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
Now, here's Thomas. Finney-Smith finds Claxton. On the wing, Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick and roll situation, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
Now, here's Trent. Back to Quickly. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
Here's quickly after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Quickly against Schroeder. Trent, a screen on Schroeder. And it's quickly missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Thomas. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw, no good for Pirtle. That's trailed by 4. Bridges with it. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Finney-Smith kicks it over to Schroeder. Picked by Finney-Smith. Puts up a 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So for Toronto right now, Gary Trent is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Barrett, and it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Barnes. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Finney-Smith. Barrett covering. Now Finney-Smith. Nothing on the board. Bridges passes to Claxton. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's good from long range.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. Rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Bridges passes to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Bridges misses.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Bridges against Trent. Quickly. It's Barrett on the wing. He's got 5. Here's Pirtle. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's 8 points for Jakob Pirtle.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Back to Bridges. Schroeder outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Hurdle with a screen on Thomas. Barrett for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Barrett against Bridges. Barrett dishes to Pirtle. Over Claxton. Pirtle's shot is off. Nets trail by 3. Bridges outside. Has to finish Smith. It's Thomas on the wing. It's good. This game is whole even. Thomas got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Nets.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Pirtle has it in the corner. Here's Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes kicks to Trent. Barnes screen on Thomas. Here's Trent. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Schroeder, right side, has to finish Smith. There's the dish to Bridges. To the inside. Claxton, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
And here's Barrett. He's got 5. Nailed from 3-point land. Barrett's got 8.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
To the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the middle. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This guy has quality wingspan for his size. Dennis Schroeder can adapt and adjust to defensive pressure.
Raptors trail by 4. Trent outside. A 3. That shot no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Nets as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the Raptors call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. They've got Lonnie Walker. He's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Watford in the power forward.
You get the sense the impressive reach of Olynyk important on that dunk.
Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Dick.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
No good from Simmons. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Driving the lane. Mora can't get it to go. Lynette shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Brown against Johnson. Here's Watford. And he's good on the 3-ball. Watford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brown feeling it out a bit. Brown with the screen on Simmons. Mora, the pass to Brown. And he drives in, and the layup is good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside, Simmons. Count the basket. And the Nets lead by 3.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Here's Abaji. And it's off from three-point range. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Walker. Pass to Clowney. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Mora can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 5. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Simmons against Brown. Simmons dishes to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Driving in. Mora grabs the board. Raptors trail by 5. Dick passes to Nora. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Johnson sets the screen for Walker. Pass to Clowney. Stolen. For the tie. Rebounded by the Nets. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 6.
Boy, with how well Ben Simmons puts it on the deck and gets to the cup, you can forget he's 6'11". This is the very definition of a point forward.
And it goes down 2 points.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Clowney. There's the screen. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Nice move. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And one outstanding thing the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Watford. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than him.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Brooklyn leading by 7. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Emmanuel quickly out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot. Claxton. Back to Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. With the drive. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Out to Barrett. Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. He feeds it to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. The pass to Finney-Smith. Barrett against Bridges. There's a screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Got a piece of it. Trent against Thomas. Trent goes in. Here's Pirtle. Rebounded by the Nets. And even 3-on-3 break. On the wing, Bridges. Barrett covering. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 7. On deep, Trent. Good on the triple.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes, sir.
Trent against Schroeder. Pass to Finney-Smith. Schroeder outside. There's the pick. To the paint. Claxton no good. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Back to Quickly. Barnes the screen. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Quickly.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And the Nets miss again. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. To the inside to take the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under review.
it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
They set the pick. It's Schroeder with the drive. On the wing, Bridges. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here.
2 minutes to play.
Her passes to Claxton. Trying to get something going. Pirtle with the block.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
To take the lead. No good. Shot missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Her passes to Claxton. That one good for 2. And the Nets lead by 3.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Arms screen on Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Quickly the pass to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Scotty Barnes with the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Inside, here's Claxton. Pass to Finney-Smith. It's Thomas on the wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. It's it out to Schroeder. Hit by Finney-Smith. It's another look. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Passes it to Barrett. Driving to the basket. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish. That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That is what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Shoots. Off target with the open look. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so
Sports and another exciting edition of... All right, folks, get your running shoes on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Vucevic in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's LaVine. Outside White. DeRozan, a screen on Schroeder. Here's White. And it's rejected. Schroeder with it, guarded by Vucevic. A deep three. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Caruso. Back to Vucevic. That one is off. Some solid defense from Claxton. Bridges against Caruso. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Caruso grabs the board. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfish. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
Now here's Bridges. From downtown, gets the three to fall.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Outside White. Caruso outside. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Here's LaVine. Clock at 6. DeRozan, a screen on Bridges. And it's DeRozan missing.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Caruso grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's LaVine for three. The rebound by Bridges. The Nets have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Claxton rips him the dunk off the timely pump fake.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. Back to Vucevic. Puts up a three. And again, Chicago, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Now Finney-Smith. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Out to Bridges.
2 minutes to play.
Back to Finney-Smith. Outside Johnson. Bridges outside. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Now here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges down low, defended by DeRozan, and the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 5.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
And it's Caruso penetrating. Yep, that one goes.
Caruso.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Claxton, and he jams it home with authority.
How about the bounce.
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. It's Levine with a drive. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Bridges. He's got 5. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Caruso, pass to Vucevic, takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
Vucevic with a steal. Pass to White. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front, up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith, Cameron Johnson out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Johnson with a double team. Caruso with it. Claxton picks him up, and the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
DeRozan against Johnson. Here's Claxton. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
How about Johnson with the high pass? Good job seeing that open.
Caruso against Johnson. The 3 ball. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Claxton. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Chicago trailing here. Well, Richard, the Bulls made a valiant effort to reach the postseason in 2023.
Yeah, they stayed alive in the play-in, managing to win their first game, but they fell in game 2 and were unable to break into the playoff.
DeRozan finds Caruso. 3 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Richard, when you talk about great scores, DeMar DeRozan doesn't always get the credit he deserves.
Yeah, he should really get more praise than he does, Brian, especially when you consider how incredible he is from mid-range.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. All NBA players play with confidence. But, RJ, surely there are some that play with too much confidence.
Well, look, there's always a guy who doesn't realize he's being left open for a reason. Some players just don't understand their role with their team. Usually there's a vet that needs to tell them how it is.
The Bulls shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Outside White. Into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, his length gives him an advantage over a lot of other point guards in this league.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. To the paint. Here's Claxton, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Caruso, pass to White. Back to Caruso. To the middle. Here's DeRozan. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with a lead pass. Well done.
Timeout called. The Bulls. You know, Dorian Finney-Smith defends bigger than he actually is, Richard.
Yeah, B.A. Finney-Smith is about 6'7" or so, but it feels like he's taller than that. Oftentimes you see him playing the 4 in a lot of lineups, but it gives you flexibility with his reach.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. White against Schroeder. Here's Vucevic. He got a piece of it. A minute 31 left in the second quarter. Johnson for 3. He drops it from range. And now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Up top, White, covered by Schroeder. Outside, Levine. Vucevic, a screen on Bridges. Shot from the top of the key. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Fast break, Brooklyn, and that one's good. Claxton's got 8 here in this quarter.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
DeRozan, a screen on Schroeder. Here's White. Oh, no good again that time. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Back to Johnson. Finney-Smith, a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Out to Schroeder. Back to Finney-Smith. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Claxton. That one's wide left.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Caruso finds Vucevic. Here's Levine for 3. Ooh, the soft touch of Levine knocking down the 3.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
Screen by Claxton. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. Well, these teams...
The previous play is under
room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Nicholas Claxton, what a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Nasumu is out there with ball. Then it's Patrick Williams. Then it's Green. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Pass to Clowney from the arc. He buries it from 3. Clowney's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Ball against Simmons. Drummond, the screen on Simmons. Here's Ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Watford. The 3 is up. Ball with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Outside Walker. Pass to Clowney. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Clowney's got 6 in the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Ball passes to Dosunmu. Back to Ball. Here's Dosunmu. Here's the 3. And again, Chicago, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's the pick. Pass to Watford. Walker with it. Now here's Simmons. Pounded by Ball. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And there's the lob. Picked it out of midair. And now the Nets on the break. The kick out to Simmons. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Green.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Ball.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
His first personal. First team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
Be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Ball against Simmons. The shot by Drummond, no good. The Nets with the lead. Ball with a steal. Drummond passes to Williams. Count the basket.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Brooklyn has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Simmons. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Bulls back in 2021 shifting the roster towards a more veteran win-now look. They've pushed their chips into the middle. Now they're trying to find their way into contention. All-star forward DeMar DeRozan said, quote, "We've got to go out there and compete. If we want this thing, we have to go after it." Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Watford. And the Nets miss again.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Outside, Green takes it inside. And a nice finish on the layup. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the crowd.
Watford, good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Watford's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball surveys the floor. And he comes up with a bucket.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
They set a pick. Pass to Clowney. Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Count it.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets out in front, leading by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Dennis Schroeder. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Johnson, and it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Vucevic, a screen on Johnson. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Johnson. Back to Claxton. And he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 8.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Pass to Claxton. Johnson on the wing. Floats one up. Finney-Smith, a screen. And here's Schroeder outside. And the Nets, another 3.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
White, the pass to DeRozan. Outside for Levine. And there's the screen. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
DeRozan up top. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. DeRozan gets going. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Brooklyn with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
High post Claxton. And again, it's Brooklyn.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Fade away. Misses off the right iron. The Bulls have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Caruso. Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. Beyond the arc. And again, Chicago, no good. The Nets have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan.
Love the opportunistic defense, guys.
Here's White. No good that time. Good D by Finney Smith. And it's Brooklyn ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his third foul so far.
14 foul.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Claxton from 20 feet. Shot won't go. He's 9 for 13. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Once DeMar has momentum behind him, let me tell you, watch out because he's going to put on a show.
Now here's Finney Smith. Fires from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his fourth rebound in this one. LaVine surveys the D. DeRozan, a screen on Bridges. Pass to DeRozan. Now Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Nets.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Right side Johnson. Fires for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
There's the block. Pass to Schroeder. Screen by Claxton. Fires from the wing. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors.
We appreciate that.
What could be better than a bout between two conference rivals? Cannot wait.
Nothing, Kevin. These players and fans are very familiar with each other and desperately want bragging rights.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Coby White, DeRozan out there with Vucevic, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Caruso in at the two-guard spot. Now here's LaVine, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr.
Big-time improvement by Zach LaVine. Reading the defense in the pick and roll, that was a nice decision.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now the Bulls with it. It's a three-point game. Caruso kicks to Vucevic. Out to DeRozan. DeRozan a screen on Trent. Caruso, another three for Chicago.
An area of his game that Caruso continues to work on. Nice to see him knocking him down.
White against Quickly. Bertle, the pass to Trent. Going inside. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
There's White. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Back to Vucevic. Passes to Caruso. 5 to shoot. Again, Chicago.
What a smooth jumper from Alex Caruso, knocking that one down.
Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
Here's DeRozan after the Raptors pick up 2. LaVine a screen on Barnes. And finished off by DeRozan.
Nice little dribble move there from DeRozan to open up space for the shot.
Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Down low. The kick out to Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. LaVine passes to Caruso. Back to LaVine. Pass to Caruso. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. DeRozan's shot is good.
That's DeRozan for you. Aggressive by nature. He's going to attack you every trip down.
The drive by Barnes. Shoots it. Trent finds Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Quickly. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's White to the paint. Here's Vucevic. Here's the pass to Caruso. Here's the teardrop. The putback, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort.
Right place at the right time. DeRozan rewarded for his grit.
DeRozan against Barnes. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. And there's the drive and the dunk by Barnes.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And you watch the way DeRozan gets his. He really pounds that mid-range area.
Reason why, GA, his strong ball handling skills gets him into the lane. He also has the vertical to shoot over pretty much anyone, and he is comfortable with his back to the basket.
White, wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3. And it's Barrett penetrating. Here's Quickly. Oh, good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Unhindered, going all the way. Bertle dishes to Barnes. In the corner, Barrett with it. And again, Toronto no luck. It's DeRozan with the drive. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
You have to love the way DeRozan went at the rim. He knows he's at his best when he's the aggressor.
Here's Barrett. No good on the last second attempt there. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. DeRozan out there with Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Alex Caruso. And it's Levine at the small forward position. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. Of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. White. Good D by Barnes.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Pirtle. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
And White kicks to DeRozan. Driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
A jack-of-all-trades type of player, DeMar DeRozan embraces his role as a leader on this team.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Trent.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's White. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Chicago. Inside, here's Barnes. Rebound collected by Levine. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Caruso against Trent. And good from Caruso with a sweet move. Caruso's got 7 points. Raptors trail by 10. On the wing quickly. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Outside, White. And Pirtle sends it back. Faster quickly. Out to Barrett. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Caruso against Quickly. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
This is why you lob it up to Scotty. He's incredible at finishing off these alley-oops.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans.
Outside, White to the wing right side. Caruso connects from three-point range. 10 points for him.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Back to Quickly to the middle. And the Dunk by Pirtle.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And so here is Chicago. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's DeRozan. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Trent, that's a two-pointer. DeRozan with the rebound.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
DeRozan with a screen for LaVine. And LaVine with the slam.
This is what we've come to expect from Zach LaVine. Poetry in air.
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. It's stolen. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
LaVine against Barrett. DeRozan a screen on Barrett. And the jam by LaVine.
Maybe one of the best dunkers in the league. Zach LaVine putting on a show for the fans.
Barrett against Vucevic. Pirtle kicks to Trent. And there's the foul. Go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Trent finds Barnes. It's Trent on the wing, defended by Caruso. Clock at 4, and here's Barnes for 3, and Barrett slams it in.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down hard.
That's impossible to guard against. DeRozan just toying with the defense.
The 3 from Barnes, and so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Bruce Brown is out there with Dick. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Abaji in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. LGA for the Bulls. It's been a struggle to find consistency the past few seasons.
It's been a one step forward, one step back kind of situation that they don't need to set their sights on a title yet. They just have to establish that winning culture.
That one is no good. The Bulls leading by 10. And here is Ball. Here he goes to the inside. Here's Drummond. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Taking a hit, completing the play. Drummond with the excellent body control there.
Dick with it. Williams picks him up. Brown the pass to Abaji. And the 3 off target. Oh, Chicago's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Drummond with a screen on Brown. Green kicks to Williams. Launches it. And the Bulls another 3.
We've seen Williams' confidence grow since he came into the league. He has real belief in his three-point shot now.
2 free throws coming up, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
So he gets them both. Ball with it. Still yet to score. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Feeds it to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
The floor awareness of ball, excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Passes it to Nemo. Takes the three. The rebound by Duzya. The Bulls leading by 15. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Off with the layup. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton, California for helping him make the person that he is today. He said, "It gave me my toughness, my aggression. It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me. No matter what I get or how much I have now, I still remember what it feels like to have nothing." Kevin?
That's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks. Brown's shot is good.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done. And what's impressive about Patrick Williams, the consistency from that range.
Yeah, and on top of being a great athlete, he's a good shooter, GA. And that includes at the free throw line. You just wish he'd get there a little more often.
Here's Dick, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Brown feeling out of it to the middle. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Brown against Ball. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now the pass to Williams. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Brown. Abaji the pass to Dick. Brown outside. Dishes it to Olynyk. Clock at 6. Back to Brown. Olynyk, a screen on Drummond. There's Brown with the three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
Here's Duzya. Toronto grabs the miss. 51 seconds left in the third. Pass to Dick. Back to Brown. Olynyk sets a screen for Brown. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Raptors trail by 8. And here's Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
They kick it out to Green. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Toronto shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Alex Caruso out there with Kobe White. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the 4.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
DeRozan with a screen for Caruso. And there's the drive, and it's good for 2.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Quickly with it, now guarded by Vucevic. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Quickly. Chicago's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Out to White. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The feed to Vucevic. On the wing, DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Vucevic. Pirtle with the steal. Barrett against LaVine. Lets it go from deep. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 6 points in the bucket from Barrett.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Caruso against Trent. Inside, Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
LaVine just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
White, good.
Terrific play in the paint by Kobe White. Uses his athleticism to find a shot.
Now, here's Quickly. There's the triple. And Vucevic pulls it down. Caruso with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Drives to the hoop. Back to Caruso. DeRozan with a screen for White. And White with the stuff.
Can't let White get deep positioning. When he does, he's finishing it with power.
Now Barrett, three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Barrett's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Raptors. Quickly against White. And there's the pass to Caruso. Over Trent. Misses the baby hook. Raptors trail by 6. Quickly finds Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. It's Barrett on the wing. Guarded by LaVine. A 3-ball. Barrett, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Trent against Caruso. DeRozan, a screen on Trent. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Smarter, not harder. Alex Caruso calls for the pick and roll and gets his team a shot.
Here's Quickly. Sweet little floater. Quickly's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
There's the pick. Kick out to LaVine. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
LaVine against Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Here's LaVine, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by LaVine.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league,
that's the result.
No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Down low.
Jakob Poeltl connecting in the clutch.
26 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
R.J. Barrett. That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Zach Levine.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Quickly with a wide open look. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
That's right. No other option but to foul. And
he hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Coby White might be new to the league, but he doesn't play like it. Confidence and ability are beyond his years. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.
2K Sports as we get set to bring... Oh, boy, here we go, Doris. A couple of teams that are all too familiar with one another going head-to-head.
BA, they'll play 4 times this year, and even that doesn't seem like enough because there is no love lost between these two franchises. It never seems to matter who's on the roster. There's just distaste for one another.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Dennis Johnson, then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Johnson a screen on quickly. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Back to Schroeder. Takes a 3. Right side, Finney-Smith. Bridges a screen on Barnes. Pass to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Quickly against Schroeder. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Stripped away.
Toronto foul. R.J. Barrett. That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good. Schroeder. And Doris for Brooklyn. What do you think their biggest challenge will be retooling this roster?
BA, one of the problems they face, they don't own many of their own draft picks. So acquiring key pieces has to come through trades and free agency. And with that, you then have to have the salary cap implications to deal with. This is not easy.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Claxton. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Barrett against Johnson. Bridges, left side. 5 to shoot. Here's Claxton. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And Doris, since winning the title in 2019, the Toronto Raptors have been a little inconsistent as of late.
They certainly have, BA. They've been in and out of the playoffs since then. Certainly, you look at some of the pieces they have, nice pieces, but you've got to have more if you want to compete.
And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Schroeder against quickly. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Brooklyn.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick and roll situation, dribble handoffs. This guy is the...
Rebounded by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Screen by Claxton. Outside Schroeder to the paint. It's stolen by Trent. Quickly from outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
We know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Here's Claxton. Quickly against Schroeder. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Outside Barrett. Gets stolen by Johnson.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
And he makes the first. Well, Doris, it's special when you get a kid like Cam Johnson who can seriously stretch the floor.
Well, PA, we know how highly valued deep shooting is. Cameron Johnson from the three-point line is legit dangerous. He's supremely confident. But what I love is he can also put it on the deck. He can also be elite defensively. The best is yet to come from an already talented player.
Over to the left wing. To the middle. Out to Schroeder. Screen by Claxton. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Bridges. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one. He is is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Schroeder can't get it to go. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Outside Barrett from about 19. Off the left rim and out.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Bridges misses. Toronto's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
And the Nets miss again. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. They trail by 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
The Nets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You get the sense his teammates love to see R.J. Barrett in attack mode. It gets this team motivated.
And Barrett drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Screen by Bridges. Johnson with a bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Barrett against Bridges. Quickly outside. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Schroeder. Driving in. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets out in front, up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Nicholas Claxton. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Toronto trailing. And here's Trent from deep Hurdle. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. After joining forces in 2019, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving only ended up playing 74 games together in Brooklyn.
And think about it, those 74 games were spread over the course of 3 years. Whether it was injuries, off-the-court drama, you name it, it limited their time together. And now the Nets are focused on rebuilding. That was not a successful pairing. There's Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Outside Finney-Smith. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, R.J. Barrett, the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 draft, still a long way away from his prime. He said, quote, people think you should make this huge leap out of nowhere. And it's like if you just add 1 or 2 things to your game and just get better every year steadily, you are going to get where you want to go, whether it comes right away or it comes later. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Here's Barrett. Now Barnes. Quickly outside. Soft touch off the glass. Quickly's got 5.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And here's Schroeder outside. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Trent outside. Pass to Quickly. Now here's Barrett. It's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pirtle with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Quickly. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Six to shoot. Back to Quickly. This one for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Right wing. There's the triple. Kept alive. Pass to Schroeder. Now Bridges. Back to Finney-Smith. Johnson for 3. Claxton passes to Johnson. It's stolen by Barnes. Here comes Toronto on the push. On the wing Quickly. Covered by Schroeder. Barnes in the post. Finney-Smith's there. From 9 feet. Barnes, no good. The Nets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. Rebound by the Raptors.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite. Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Bridges outside to stop the drought. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barnes passes to Barrett. Outside Barnes. Back to Pirtle. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Now just a 5-point Nets lead.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Bridges. From deep. Out to Schroeder. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jacks up a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Nets. They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
They've got Bruce Brown. He's out there with Dick, and it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And the basket by Brown. And we've heard some, like Greg Popovich, say that three-pointers are becoming too prevalent. Doris, you think they overwhelm other parts of the game?
You know what? There is obviously a heavy emphasis on 2 things. Three-point shooting and restricted area attempts. I think the feeling is the mid-range has been eliminated. But here's what I know, BA. To win a playoff series, that mid-range game comes back into play. And again, I go back to the point that I have been consistent about. To me, the game is still in a great place.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. He takes it in, pass to Abaji. Here's Olynyk, out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Abaji. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful. Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Well, one advantage of putting the ball in Ben Simmons' hands, he's an unbelievable passer.
That's so true, B.A. He has incredible vision, and what's most striking to me is if he rebounds it and goes, the ability to push tempo, the ability to use that incredible vision to put pressure on in transition. It is probably his greatest strength.
Shot clock at 6. Here comes Toronto on the push. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star. Yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
It's Thomas on the wing. The kick out to Walker. They've got numbers. On up the court. Here's Nora. Clowney pulls it in.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Simmons looking around. And it's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 6.
Guard skills, but a big-time forward or center-type body. Ben Simmons making it happen inside.
Simmons against Brown. Outside Olynyk. Screen by Olynyk. Driving to the basket.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Simmons. Nice D from Brown. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. There's a screen. Takes the 3. And Watford pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the inside. Here's Clowney. Walker with it, guarded by Olynyk. Watford the pass to Walker, just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Clowney. Hits the 3-pointer. Clowney's got 9 points.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Brown against Simmons. Left side, Brown. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And there's a pick. Walker with it, guarded by Olynyk. Here's Clowney. Good work there as it goes. Clowney's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Nora, 3-pointer. And again, no good by Toronto. Outside Walker. And he drives in. Over to the wing. Here's Watford. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's the break. And here's Brown for 3. Here's Nora. And the layup falls. Nora's got his first basket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. That's out in front, leading by 5. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the center position. That one goes in. And the Nets lead by 4.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that gritty dribble drive.
Quickly outside. Pass to Barnes. Puts up a 3. Kicks it to Quickly. Second chance shot. Clock at 6. Goes back up. The rebound by Bridges.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Now here's Claxton, covered by Pirtle. Buries it from 3. Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Pirtle. Trent on the wing, covered by Johnson. Trent's shot is off. And the Nets shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Finney-Smith, a screen. Outside Johnson. Outside Finney-Smith. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Trent from long range. Sinks it from distance.
This is what we would call a hot spot, particularly if Gary Trent Jr. is the shooter.
Claxton up top. Tipped away. Quickly outside. Pass to Trent. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. Blocked. Schroeder finds Johnson. Screen by Claxton. Johnson passes to Schroeder. And here's Claxton on the wing. Finney-Smith. Back to Claxton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Claxton's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Barnes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal.
That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
The Nets with the lead. Finney-Smith, a screen. Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Out to Schroeder from downtown. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Barnes finds Trent. That one's good, and it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes, sir.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Nets.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Finney-Smith. Claxton down low, covered by Poeltl. Claxton passes to Finney-Smith. Outside Schroeder. Here's Claxton, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Trent outside. Poeltl with a screen on Johnson. Trent, the pass to Barnes. There's the drive. Toronto, the rebound. Poeltl finds Barrett. Picked by Poeltl. Tries again. Outside Barrett. Tipped. So we see the Nets get the win here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.
Coming out and cheering your team on.
Sports for the latest. Make sure to buckle your seatbelts, everyone, because both of these teams love to run it up and down the floor. I know Richard and I have ours harnessed in and ready to go.
Oh, I love these kind of high-energy games. This is definitely going to be a fast-paced game. Get ready for a track meet.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Now Bridges, after the missed 3 from Vucevic. Here's Claxton. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
White against Schroeder. DeRozan, a screen on Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. DeRozan against Johnson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And when it comes to Kobe White, a young guard who shoots with assertiveness.
Well, he's a guy that knows his role, Greg. And when he's out there, his teammates encourage him to shoot the ball because they know how hot he can get.
Here's Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
DeRozan's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bridges passes to Schroeder. Driving inside. Back to Johnson. Picked by Finney-Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Hands it from downtown.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Caruso, a screen on Schroeder. Here's White. The rebound by Johnson.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Schroeder against Caruso. Bridges, right side. The Nets need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Vucevic. Levine wide open. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it. Really upgrading that deep game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Johnson against Caruso. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
2 minutes remaining in the
kicks to Johnson.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Bridges a screen on DeRozan. No good from Finney-Smith. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. RJ, one thing you've been able to count on with the Bulls is their solid defensive play.
Yeah, if only they could turn those defensive stops into more points. They have to improve their offense. That's the one thing that has slowed them down from being a real postseason contender. You got to get out on Johnson, especially when he's roaming around these corner spots.
It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Bridges, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Levine, that's good.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Schroeder. Into the lane. Rebounded by Vucevic.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Stripped away. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Pass to Schroeder. Claxton with it. Wide on him. Back to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges kicks it over to Schroeder. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Back to Bridges. Over to Rosen. Can't connect from 14 feet out. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll get the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Bridges. Then there's Cam Johnson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Claxton in at the center position. White takes it inside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Schroeder against White, and that one is hammered home.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like 80 out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop the ability to play facing up to the basket.
Here's Schroeder. The Bulls getting the bucket. Count that one. Claxton's got 8 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside DeRozan. Outside Levine. And finished off by DeRozan.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Johnson outside. Driving in. Claxton the pass to Schroeder. Back to Claxton. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Levine looking around, and the jam by Levine.
Explosive drive from Levine. It's tough to stop him when he's rolling downhill like that.
Schroeder outside. Takes a 3. Back to Claxton, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Back to Schroeder. The pass to Claxton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on DeRozan.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Now, here's Caruso.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Schroeder after the Bulls pick up 2. From deep, Johnson. Here's Claxton, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Claxton's got 16 points. And here is Caruso. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Bridges with the steal. Pushing it up. And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooklyn with the ball. Picked by Finney Smith.
Hey, who's watching though?
With the drive. 6 to shoot. Bridges, no one around him. And the three ball is good. Bridges has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
Tell you what, RJ, in over a decade, all DeMar DeRozan has done is get better.
Yeah, he's continuing to become a more efficient scorer. He's been a star. Multiple All-Star games, multiple All-NBA awards, and he's been doing it with different franchises as well.
Now, here's Schroeder. Claxton finds Johnson. Back to Claxton. Schroeder passes to Bridges. Over in the corner, Claxton. Schroeder outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 20 seconds left in the first half of the game. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Levine.
Look, for supreme athletes like Levine, it's easier to control your body. Make those shots even through contact.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Finney Smith kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Claxton. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Put your hands together for your arena entertainment. One more time, fans.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. So with Vucevic on the bench, here. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Simmons against Ball. Kicks to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. And it's Ball penetrating. Chalk up 2 there. Ball's got his first bucket in this one. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
Here's Clowney, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Here's Thomas. Pass to Simmons. To the middle. Watford passes to Simmons. Ball against Simmons. Passes it to Dosunmu. To the inside. Here's Drummond. The score now all even.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Clowney. Still scoreless. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And he makes both free throws. Well, the talent is clearly there for Lonzo Ball, Richard, but injuries have held him back throughout his career.
He's such a fun player to watch, too. He's fast, he's smart, unselfish, and plays hard on both ends of the floor. You just pray for him to stay healthy.
Watford outside for Simmons. Pass to Clowney, and he jams it with authority.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
Drummond dishes to Williams. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Back to Drummond. Clowney pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Simmons. Kick out to Walker. Pass to Clowney. He dishes it to Simmons. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Even though it wasn't a clear patch, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Inside, here's Drummond. It's good. Drummond's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, number 4, Dennis Smith Jr.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Driving the lane.
And such a speedy player. Love how Smith Jr. forces the issue and makes you hit it.
For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
Showing more intensity on the defensive end. When Smith Jr. is engaged, he's effective at getting steals.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Drummond. Outside, Green. To the middle. Williams double team. Clowney pulls it in. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
There's the 3. He can't hit that time. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Green with a screen on Walker. Williams kicks to Ball. Shoots from 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Right side to Walker. Got it off in time. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the 3-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Dosunmu. And he's good on the second.
Lonnie Walker the 4th. 3 shots.
And he nails the third. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Drummond sets the screen for Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, ball size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
Richard, if there's an area where the Bulls have struggled, it's on the offensive end.
Kev, you're always such a politician. If you don't have a lot of three-point attempts, a lot of free throw attempts, or offensive rebounds. Without those three things, it is impossible to hang in there offensively.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Schroeder. Buries it from three-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and Katie. They had grand plans, it just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. LaVine heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And 12 points for Zach LaVine.
The belief of LaVine. Willing to do that in a game, man.
To the inside. Claxton with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 8.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Claxton finds Schroeder. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Claxton. And contact, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more...
Nicholas Claxton, 2 shots.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews, so...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
People have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Kick out to LaVine. Vucevic is screen on Bridges. Here's LaVine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Never afraid of getting physical with the defense. LaVine welcomes any chance he can to get to that line.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by LaVine. Bridges passes to Claxton. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a break ramp.
Second team foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Claxton. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
White dishes to DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Vucevic is screen on Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's White. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Johnson surveying the floor. A pass to Finney-Smith. Over in the corner, Claxton. A beautiful reverse layup. Claxton's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
White the pass to Vucevic. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Schroeder. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson, wide open, he fired. And the Nets, another three.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
It's rebounded by Schroeder. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Nets. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Claxton with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder finds Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Nets lead by 18.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were...
Thank you to all the fans who came out.
2K Sports for our latest presentation, Rivalry Games, Grant. Always extra spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Gary Trent is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. Counted.
Very few defenders in this league feel comfortable with DeRozan coming right at them on the drive like that.
Here's Quickly. The 3 is up. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Caruso finds DeRozan. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by DeRozan.
One of the biggest progressions for DeMar DeRozan. Now can create a shot off the dribble in a variety of ways.
Well, the Raptors have earned quite the reputation for their player development, Smitty.
You're totally right, B.A. They don't need to pick in the lottery. They've got great value out of their draft picks, and a lot of those have become stars.
DeRozan passes to Levine. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter, Trent's shot is off. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. White for 3. First shot won't go. Here's Toronto with the ball. Pass to Pirtle, and here is Barrett for 3. No good there. White against Quickly. Vucevic, a screen on Quickly. Down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Trent right side. Wide open look. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Picked by Vucevic. Inside. White against Quickly. 6 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Five on the clock. The kick out to White. Here's the 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Stolen by Caruso. The 3 from DeRozan. And again, Chicago, no good. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Did you know that Jakob Pirtle's parents were both elite volleyball players?
I guess, B.A., that makes a lot of sense. Another game where height and reach are a factor. So this is where he gets those instincts.
Chicago trailing here.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now here's White.
2 minutes.
Vucevic, a screen on Quickly. White finds Caruso. To get back on track. And the layup is good.
Off the bounce, Caruso varies his pace to create space.
Here's Barrett. And the layup is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Levine for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Trent on the wing. He's guarded by Caruso. Here's Barnes. Here he goes. Oh, misses the dunk. The Bulls shooting 33% in the first quarter. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, some have called DeMar DeRozan a master of the mid-range, Smitty. Maybe rightly so.
B.A., I definitely give him that title. Few guys are as efficient in that area as him. In fact, most avoid it.
Tipped. Vucevic with a steal. here's Caruso outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Alex Caruso's off-the-ball action is excellent.
Quickly passes to Barrett. On the take, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
The kick out to White. Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. Back to White. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Barrett with it. Back to Trent. Now Barrett. He's covered by Levine. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
There's a screen. And here's Caruso outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
We've got Zach LaVine. Alex Caruso is out there with Kobe White. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in its center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Smitty, although the Chicago Bulls made the play-in tournament in 2023, they failed to get into the playoffs.
BA, kudos to them for wanting to remain competitive. But this is a team with several key veteran players on it. They've got some big decisions to make.
And we've heard players asking for more clarity and accountability from the officials. Grant, you think they have a point?
Well, players often ask refs to explain calls, so they also want some clarity from the league whether the refs got it right. And that information oftentimes can help them make the proper adjustments moving forward.
And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Levine. Yes! Levine inside.
Good instincts from Nikola, finding the open man.
Pass to Barrett. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And here's Caruso outside. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
An area of his game that Caruso continues to work on. Nice to see him knocking him down.
Pirtle with a screen on White. Quickly from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Quickly's got 5 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Caruso. Outside Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Caruso outside. Shot clock at 5. Unloads from 13. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
The defense can't let DeRozan get this deep inside or else they're cooked.
Well, Smitty, one of the league's stingiest wing defenders, Alex Caruso, and his motor makes him a fan favorite.
BA, sometimes a player comes around and he just vibes with the fans. Caruso has been that guy in every city.
Outside for Levine. DeRozan, a screen on Barnes. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Trent, the pass to Barnes. Here's Pirtle, defended by DeRozan, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Quickly finds Barnes. Going inside. And he got the whistle on the way. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coaches,
Scotty Barnes, 2 shots.
Foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heated.
That free throw good from Barnes.
The confidence of Scotty Barnes' game is pretty inspiring. Even against savvy veteran opponents, he believes in his own abilities, and he gets it done.
One thing the Raptors did very well in 2023, Smitty, was pester ball handlers.
They led the league in steals in the regular season, BA by a fairly significant margin. That really speaks to their defensive focus.
Here's Levine for 3. And that doesn't go either for Levine. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. DeRozan against Quickly from deep three-point land. They grab their own miss. Trent outside. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barnes. Trent from long range. No good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Levine against Quickly. Vucevic, a screen on Quickly. Here's Caruso. They set the pick. It's stolen by Trent.
Chicago foul. Alex Caruso. 3rd personal foul.
Okay, Smitty, I don't want to make you feel old, but we both played against Gary Trent's dad.
Well, Grant, I'm not. But seriously, Gary Sr. was a 6'8 post. Gary Jr. a 6'5 shooter. They have different games, but both Trents are great competitors, Grant.
The 3 from Barnes. It's Barnes on the wing. Here's Trent, and there's the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Nimble drive by Gary Trent Jr., working his way to the look he wants.
DeRozan, a screen on Trent. Caruso with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
That one misses.
I like how Alex Caruso gives his team an instant energy boost out on the floor. He's always working overtime.
Trent against Caruso. Back to Trent. Levine with a steal. Here's White. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Raptors out in front, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And let's hear it for your arena entertainment. One more time, fans.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Bruce Brown is out there with Dick. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Nwora in at the power forward position. Ball taking his time here. And Ball throws it down.
The hops of Alonzo Ball gets up high to slam it in. I love it.
Here's Dick. Screen by Olynyk. The 3. Dick with a miss. Now Ball. Outside, Green. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Oh, and the dunk by Drummond!
Did you see the air Drummond gets underneath him? Allows for time to be creative.
Smitty, ever since the Rose and Butler era came to an end, the Bulls have lacked stability.
You're so right, B.A. They have filtered through coaches. They've had high draft picks come and go, even acquired all-star players, but they're still searching for consistent success. You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Ball passes to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
That's what 7 feet 280 will do for you. Takes the hit and keeps right on going.
Brown drives in. Pass to Nora. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Hits both from the stripe. Well, unfortunately for Lonzo Ball, he's had some real difficulty staying healthy, Smitty.
B.A., you know it has to be frustrating for him. Everyone is hoping he'll find a way to turn things around and find a way to have a long career in this league.
And Williams punches it home.
Lonzo Ball running pick and roll just looks right. There's a flow to it.
Olenek's checked in for Boucher. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Brown, a screen on Ball. Dick, the pass to Brown.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Pass to Agbaji. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Agbaji's got 6 points.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Williams, a screen on Brown. Outside for Green. Williams with it. Pass to Ball. Clock is at 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the inside. Agbaji. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Ball into the lane. And the basket is good.
This is when Ball's most effective, breaking down the defense off penetration.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Pass to Nora. The three ball. Good. And Brown gets the assist. 5 points in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Toronto's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. And it's Brown off the drive. Here's Nora, hounded by Ball. Going inside. Agbaji, the pass to Dick. 6 on the shot clock. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Green. The three from Ball. Nora grabs the board. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
Brown drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 5 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Drummond with the bucket.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's Brown on the wing, hounded by Ball. Here's Nora. He's got 5. He can't get that one to fall. Outside, Green. Here's Drummond. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The size-speed combo of Drummond makes it hard to stop him on the drive without fouling.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Kobe White, Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Caruso in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Barnes against DeRozan. Vucevic, a screen on Barnes. Goes back up. And it's DeRozan missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Pass to Trent. Back to Quickly. Now here's Trent. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Hello, Scotty Barnes throws it down. Okay, young fella.
White against Quickly. Lets it go. Misses off the left iron.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
The 3 from Barnes knocks down the long J. And the Raptors lead by 14.
Trusting his mechanics, Barnes puts the shot right up.
Picked by Vucevic. DeRozan with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. Basket counts.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Caruso against Quickly. Trent outside. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Getting high in the air. Gary Trent Jr. teaching the rim a lesson.
And here's Caruso outside. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Trent from long range. And the Raptors, another 3.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
DeRozan, a screen on Barrett. Here's LaVine. And LaVine, throw it down.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Quickly passes to Barrett. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
LaVine finds White, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Bulls basketball.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's LaVine, and here's Caruso outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pirtle with a screen on Caruso. Pass to Quickly. Back to Barrett. With the drive. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Pirtle with a screen on Caruso. Shot is good by Barrett.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for R.J. Barrett.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
And here are the Raptors now. They're on an 18-4 run. And he lobs it up top. Vucevic with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. White for three, and the call over the back.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good, quickly.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Outside Barrett, pass to Barnes. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's